Now, since President Uhuru Kenyatta had the handshake with the ODM leader Raila Odinga, I have been among the individuals who have been following all the developing stories and how they have been treating the Deputy President William Ruto, and again, on the other hand, how they are taking care of Raila Odinga. And I conclude one thing, that I believe that there is high possibility that President Uhuru Kenyatta might be working in the interest of marketing his deputy, William Ruto, at expense of Raila Odinga. There are so many followers on this platform who disagrees with me when I come out with this statement, and I think this is my third video doing this, but I have a reason why to do this video again. In fact, let me tell you one thing. If we have any of the ODM leader or ODM follower or anyone who believes in Raila leadership who was celebrating the situation that the Deputy President was going through yesterday, I think they are wrong. In one hand, they think that now the system is working in their favor, but what they don't know is that the system is deeply campaigning for the Deputy President William Ruto. So this is one of the things that should be worrying the ODM party and all the advisors of Raila Odinga, including all those bloggers who are working in the interest of the ODM leader. I think they should come out and tell the true story the way it look like, rather than kupaka mafuta kwa mgongo wa chupa. And one man, Robert Alai, is among the individuals whom I have seen. To some extent, I agree with them. There is something Robert Alai is sharing on social media, and I want us also to go through that script. But before we go into that side, I have a request. You might be watching me and you have not yet subscribed. My humble request, please consider subscribing so that you help us to grow this platform. Again, to all the returning subscribers and everyone who drops a comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Because through those comments, we have been able to improve from one step to another. So keep on doing that good job. Now let us come back to our punchline discussion. There are several posts which Robert Alai has published. So I'm going to read to you some of these posts. And this is one of these posts. Another move which campaigned for Ruto pretending to withdraw security from Ruto's building. I don't know why determination to campaign for Ruto like he don't know how to campaign for himself. So that is one of the posts Robert Alai did. And if people are careful, can read into this and see that from that time when Ruto security was withdrawn, if you read the mind of Kenyans and how Kenyans have reacted, you can concur with Robert Alai that definitely William Ruto has gained a lot of sympathy, until even it has gone to an extent where the church leaders are calling on President Uhuru Kenyatta to solve their issues with his deputy amicably. Another one, Itumbi and Mutahi Ngunyi are one and the same thing. Different personality, but mission is same. So it is true. When you check about how Mutahi Ngunyi does his post, the hatred that he drives towards William Ruto comes in with a lot of sympathy from those people even who don't like William Ruto. But when you go to Dennis Itumbi's side, Itumbi is in a mission which favors William Ruto. So it tells you the bitter side and the soft side of these guys. But the mission is one, to market William Ruto. So to some extent, I agree with Robert Alai on this. Alai goes on to say, Tanga, Jubilee, and Kieleweke are one and the same thing. Their mission is to stop Raila from being president. All those moves of destroying tents, killing protesters, fighting corruption, or forming OKA are geared towards marketing Ruto. He goes on to say, Ruto is President Uhuru's preferred choice. Mission is to stop Raila by making Ruto popular. If Uhuru wanted to stop Raila, it could have taken him a month. Raila is blinded by false hopes. I agree with Robert Alai up to there. Actually, when you see the Tanga and the Kieleweke, why has it become so much hard? Even up to now, remember Jubilee has wrote a letter showing that they are now going into a coalition with the ODM party, but up to now, they have not yet implemented this. Why is Ngunjiri Wambugu making another meeting with other Jubilee leaders from Central Region where they come out to differ sharply with what Murathe and the Secretary General of Jubilee Party are coming out with? They are still insisting that they should revamp Jubilee Party and use it as a Central Region party, but not merger with ODM party. So there's still a lot of controversy in Jubilee. So remember, Jubilee is the Kieleweke. And Tanga fraction, according to Robert Alai, is still working hand in hand with the Jubilee side. That's why you can see we have people who are still moving from Jubilee to Tanga. They move from Tanga back to Jubilee. And there's no any serious action being taken. Alai goes on to say that we must stop carrying the dead and stinking albatross called BBI. By the way, up to now, you see, Junet Mohammed and the team, the Secretariat, are still pushing for the Building Bridges initiative to go all the way to the Supreme Court. And as these people are still dragging with this BBI issue, remember William Ruto is on ground. He has hit the ground, he's running, and he's campaigning. But still, they want to keep on blinding Raila Odinga with the BBI thing. Keep on drilling him with the BBI rather than Raila Odinga focusing on his 2022 campaign, whether he will be on ballot or if he's preparing to support another individual. So Raila is definitely being pulled left, right, center with the BBI thing. But Ruto is focused on what he wants. And no one is disrupting Ruto in his campaign. Remember, they will differ with other things, but when Ruto called his rallies, remember now, Karen has become a campaign center. And no one has managed to stop William Samoei Ruto from that move. And even if they try to stop him as of now, it will be seen as the state trying to make a continuity of campaign for William Samoei Ruto, because it will still give sympathy to William Samoei Ruto if they try to go that direction. So Robert Alai goes on again to say, Raila's best move is first to drop BBI and then disengage from the handshake. We must stop marketing Ruto. So as long as BBI will keep on going, and remember, judges pronounced themselves from this, Ruto became the winner, despite the fact that he was not seriously in the court, but he was in the public trying to decampaign BBI. So up to now, you know, Ruto earned credit from BBI. So the best way is for Raila to drop this thing. It is true. Raila should forget about BBI thing, focus on other business. So Robert Alai again goes on to say, see what Itumbi write. If Alai wrote the same, he goes on to ask another question. See his exchange with the Karanja Kibicho and the Matiang. If Alai did the same thing, Raila must drop this gang and go for the top seat. These are jokers. Again, Alai is asking another question here. Who called media in replacement of GSU? So it tells you this thing was organized. Let the media be there so that the world and the Kenyans would see these things, how they are unfolding live. So it was well arranged. As these guys come to take over the AP and the GSU being removed, all Kenyans should watch this. And then at the end of the day, of course, they are informed. So sympathy will come in because everyone will have seen what the DP has gone through. And I understand there's one thing, and I still agree that, yes, even Raila Odinga, when he was in opposition, he still used to get some information. He was always polished with the classified information, but not every time he was getting this information. But why is it that anytime President Uhuru Kenyatta will have a meeting, Robert Alai will be, Dennis Itumbi will be a tool that will be used to leak out this information to the public. How comes that Ruto has been seen as an outsider in this government, as he has been thrown out, and Raila has been welcomed in, but at the same time, Ruto is privy to all of this information. He is always polished with that information. Then through Dennis Itumbi, this information will be disseminated outside there to the public. So it tells you that there is a reason why all this classified information is being leaked to the deputy president. It is a chance that they are giving to William Samoei Ruto to strengthen himself before 2022 general election. And that's why I always come out to say that if William Samoei Ruto could have been in President Uhuru Kenyatta's government up to date, just the same way he was in the first term, I think and believe that Ruto could be the most hated politician in Kenya, simply because Jubilee government used William Samoei Ruto to give a lot of promises to Kenyans which have never been delivered up to now. So Kenyans could remember all these things. But when they decided to kick William Samoei Ruto from center of power, the humiliation they are giving to William Samoei Ruto, the mistreatment that Ruto is going through, has changed that equation where Ruto will come to Kenyans and tell them, look here, in first time, yes, we were in government, second term came and I was chased out. So some of the promises that I tried to give out, I couldn't advise the president by that time because I was removed and Raila was in. So that is how these promises were not delivered. Again, Ruto is hunting for sympathy vote. And with the help of President Uhuru Kenyatta, through what is going through, that sympathy vote is coming to William Samoei Ruto. And lastly, Robert Alai is saying that the silent message in the Jubilee PG is market Ruto by pretending to fight, but ensure Raila phobia is entrenched. No change, hashtag strengthen Ruto, weaken Raila. So he goes on to ask a question. Why weaken Raila and build UDA indirectly? Hashtag strengthen Ruto, weaken Raila. So that is what Robert Alai is trying to communicate. And I think I have tried to elaborate that information, how I could do it in a better way that I understand it. But in my conclusion, as I said, I still doubt this President Uhuru Kenyatta really, if he is working in the interest of seeing Raila Odinga at least becoming the President of the Republic of Kenya, since we still believe that Raila has been robbed severally. What I believe is that Uhuru is working hard to make William Samoei Ruto the next President of the Republic of Kenya. Whether people will vote him or not, time will tell, but sympathy is growing every day towards William Samoei Ruto. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you, but please remember to subscribe. Help us to grow Stureh Punchline. Thank you.